YouTube named the Real Trap Lord.
He's got his tight end
That's
over
what,
the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered, and then all of a sudden...
Hey, you be fucking with the stocks and shit, huh?
And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
Okay. You got to put me down, man. You ever, in the G or something, just shoot me a message.
Force gambling, I'll stay on that. They don't allow to legalize that like they did alcohol. It's a wrap.
Alright. Did you find it on broadcast?
No, I didn't.
First down, they start out with Akins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run.
Yeah, me and baby finna get out right quick.
No, that's good. You're getting that game.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
When you send me them motherfuckers, today or tomorrow?
That's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the
Man.
He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
You got to concentrate on winning this game. I said, oh, hell no. I got to grab Tom Brady. I need to put it back right out the gate.
Who you get? You said Brady, right?
We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
But that was your age reduction too, though, huh? Then you took Brady for the first pick? Oh, no. No, I'm tripping. You were number 1, though. Who was number 1?
I don't know. I think Patrick Mahomes, somebody take Patrick Mahomes first.
I had to been up there to get Lamar Jackson, bro.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
You know what I'm saying? I had to be up there to accumulate that guy. Oh, yeah. Good hit. Yes, sir. By that boy Hall, you just put that thing on him for me, boy. That boy Hall just took that bit. No cap, sideline toe tap on God. Sideline toe tapped his ass. Boom. You said what?
I was looking at it and I said, yeah, that corner need that thing.
Everything.
Every team is going to have a hole. It's regular teams.
Yep. And that's what I like about it, though. That's what I like about it.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Oh, why he throwing it like that, Tua? Come on now, Tua. He gone. This nigga that took one back on me, man. Good shit. Hey, Stewart. Hand me the clothes right here. Put your clothes on the bed that you want me to iron.
But they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no
one... this nigga can't make field goal. I'm finna beat this nigga. This nigga just missed field goal. Tighten up over there. What the fuck?
I'm watching it now.
Okay.
Able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchdown.
This is
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. To a hit, and the ball is out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And Ryan Santoso on now to try the field goal from the right hash. This from 48. Up and good for Santoso, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Bourne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Tua going to run again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. After 1, it's 9-0. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Barkley going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Okay, back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Pat Fryermuth, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Tua going to try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On the double. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Strike. Check. Strike. 6, 7.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do get it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Sly able to put this one through. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here at 12-9. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC, 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Good shit.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll go again here with Akers. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Good run, bro. Good run.
That's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Up and good for Santoso, and that will tie us at 12-all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Holmes returning from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Hey, check that. Street.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready. Hey, computer.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here we go, check. Ready?
Now the 4th-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Three. Steal. Check, steal.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check, smash.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, go.
Here's Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Back to throw is Tua. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. throwing. Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Cardinals, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.